embarrassing me in the restaurant. We leave the restaurant. You're in this mode because you can't talk to this woman that has she sends a picture of a knife to her, showing the whole and everything while we're eating. Suicide she's sending you. And you think I'm crazy for having a problem with you having contact with these women? Right. I'm telling y'all the truth. From now on, this is the story. And it's not even just from now on. I'm telling you, I've been telling the truth. I just want to be real and actually say something this time. Because this is what I was going through. Make me cut my hair and everything. So, I'm mad. I'm realizing my worth. I'm like, yo, hold on. I'm in the whole process of healing. I just got out the cult too. I'm in the whole process of healing. The whole process of healing. And you interrupting me right now. And you playing with me right now. I'm literally going off. I'm going off, bro. Stormed off. Literally to talk with my best friend, to calm down. See you come around the corner. Told your ass off. Because I don't play that shit. What did you do, Courtney? I don't want to be here no more. Takes the bottle of whatever we had. Oh, you took your cologne bottle, smashes on the ground. I tried to relate to you. I tried to relate to you, so I take my bottle, my wine bottle that we brought, and smash that to the ground. I thought it was idiotic. I didn't really feel anything after I did that, but I would try to relate to you to make sure you understand that you're not crazy, or to make sure you don't feel crazier than you are right now. Saying, I don't want to be here. Suicide, right? Who battled those demons for you? Even though I was mad, I had to calm down and calm you down from taking your life, bro. Or talk about taking your life. It's hard being on this earth plane, and I know you just lost your baby girl and all these other things, but I tried to make you see the brighter picture and live another day to see a brighter day, because I believe that we could do something really special. Let's fast forward. Done with that story. We had a great time at the movies after that. Like, I got him to calm down, watched the movie with me, went to my cousin's house, ended up staying with my cousin for a few days. Because guess what happened after that? My family saw that I was fucking with you, and I got kicked out my own home. Because I wanted to be with you. And I said, fuck it, I'll take it. I'll take it just to be with you. We ain't manifesting this shit out of nowhere. We're magically making this happen. Just to be with you. I fought for you for years. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna prove that love wins. Right? Because love wins, right? Let's fast forward. I'm at my house. All my stuff with me. We don't have anywhere to go. Even my auntie at this point, where I'm at my cousin's house, even she's trying to kick me out earlier than expected, because everything was getting hectic in that house because of the energy. And I'm sorry that I just want to tell my story. Now I know what I want to say. And I'm sorry that I'm not, addressing y'all comments. I'm just going to lay it all out, and then I'm going to address them. All my stuff with me, because I chose to be with you over my healing process, over my family, over being with them, and all this other stuff, because I believe that what we could do and what we've been talking about for years, about legacy and calling and purpose and all this other stuff, that I believed in that so much that I was just like, I'm willing to let that all go. No, Scorpio, right? Scorpio. Okay, get back on. Fast forward. I'm with you, don't know where to go, living in a spa. Have all our stuff in a spa. Out of nowhere, miracles are happening. We got money. We fly to Cali. We go to Mexico, right? Because he was like, why don't we just live in Mexico? And I'm like, yo, I never lived in Mexico before. Sure, I would love to live in Mexico with you. And the whole time I felt something off. But you know what? I said, it's probably the fear of the unknown, right? I'm starting my whole new life with the partner I always thought I wanted to be with. And before we didn't have any money, but now we have money. So it's got to be a blessing. This got to be a blessing. Let's go to Mexico. Let's go to Mexico. What happens in Mexico, Courtney?
He started acting crazy.
This is where I take responsibility and accountability. I went against my intuition again. God was telling me there's going to be something going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, all for love. All for love, right? We get to Mexico. Living the dream. Going out to eat.
Well, at least you think you were living the dream.
There's been times we've really loved on each other.
Yep, it showed the true colors, sis.
Because you don't give anybody a chance to talk about themselves, because all you talk about is you.
Yep, it showed the true colors.
We started getting into arguments. And those arguments... Whoa. Sorry, y'all. I just missed a big part of something. We literally, before we went to Mexico, was with Musa and Hadu for about a week.
And even Musa peeped that he was on some ish.
Thank God for Musa's out of nowhere opportunity to be in the same place and space with him and what he got going on, his woman, because we didn't know where we was gonna go. So we take a 2-hour Uber to this hotel. And
what love got to do with it?
And his girlfriend.
Yep, he turned right into the nature boy. That's what I said, a baby nature boy.
We had the hotel to ourselves. By the grace of God, Musa provided. Thank you, Musa, for providing for us and giving us a chance to eat and just live and get to know each other in that living space. Even in the hotel, it became toxic. I felt like I was asking for respect and he wasn't giving it to me. And me being hot-headed, I literally do not have time for that. There was a time where I threw a punch at him because he got all up in my face and calling me a demon. After that, I didn't think we was going to come back from that, but we did. We did.
For a minute.
So,
a short minute.
Moving forward, I'm going to take accountability for that. Moving forward, but that doesn't make me a violent person. Okay? Moving forward. Hadu tells me she sees automatically what he's doing.
Exactly.
He's talking to Zoka while being with me. And I told him from the jump, if you're talking to Jayon, excuse my language, if you're talking to Jayon.
So, from the horse's mouth, because she was in a relationship with Soular, you just heard her say he was talking, Sassy Soular was talking to Jayon, aka also known as Zoka. So regardless if Zoka is over there or didn't go over there, he was in contact with Zoka. And that is one of the reasons they broke up. Because Soular was adamant about getting Zoka over there. Now, if Zoka's not over there, kudos to her, because she don't need baby nature boy trying to finish her off and make her more crazier than she's already. She needs help. Zoka does, including Neytiri. They both need help. They don't need a man. They need help. They need guidance, not a man.
While being with me, we gonna have a problem. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna want to leave you. He was talking to her behind my back, having conversations behind my back
Hey,
while
sis.
I'm in the hotel with him. Hadu tells me.
That's what I'm doing too right now,
I felt something in
multitasking.
my spirit because we both
Cooking
felt a
and
demon
doing
on him,
this.
and that demon was the non-telling truth demon. Let's say that. Let's hide and be secretive demon. Let's do things behind her back demon and try to get away with it demon. That type of demon, some kind of demon, right? And Hadu told me from the jump he was a narcissist draining my energy. I said, "Are you serious? I don't want to believe that." I'm crying because it was a whole fiasco, bro. And I didn't think we was going to recover from that. I tried to approach him on that. Gave me the runaround. Keep saying they are trying to do this. They are trying to reach out to me. They.
Who's they?
Even the guy that's in jail. Yeah,
oh, Natureboy she's talking
you.
about.
You keep saying they, instead of saying Jenae. I gave you a chance to tell me something. I gave you a chance to be honest with me, and you wanted to give me the runaround. Even Musa didn't like you at that point. Musa told me, he don't respect you, sis. And that's his problem.
When another man tells you that, that should be telling you something, Neytiri.
Saw the peace that energy within you was. Moving forward. Moving forward, because after that we magically somehow left it alone, because I left it alone because I was just like, you know what, I'm going to put up with it. That's exactly what I told Hadu. I said, I'm going to put up with it. I'm going to put up with... I told her that. She was like, okay, girl, that's you. I don't know how you do it. I said, okay, I'm going to put up with it because I love him. I want to be with him. I love him. Right? Moving forward. I hope you guys are staying in tune with the story. I pray that I'm doing a good job being a good storyteller, because this is the truth. I'm laying it out there. Since people want to go live about me and say this and that, all I have to tell you is what happened, and y'all be the judge, right? I don't have to tell you if anybody's beneath me and above me and all this other stuff. Just take it how it is. This is a story. Moving forward, we're in Mexico. We start fighting and arguing. I call Mente. Mente's in Mexico. He's the only person I know out there in Mexico. There's other people out there I heard, but I don't really know them like that. Mente is somebody I know.
I'm trying to tell you, spit in my face, you're going to have problems. I can't believe he did that.
I say, yo, I'm about to talk to Soular. I don't know how this is going to go.
Thank you,
I know how we are. I know how he is.
Tanja Wells. Oh, God.
Can I stay at your
Tanja
place?
Wells.
If it gets out of hand, if it gets out of line, can I stay over your place? He says, what he say? Potentially. He said potentially. And I was like, potentially, is that a yes or no? He's like, yeah, it could be a yes. I'm like, okay, cool. Days later,
I'm trying to tell you, old son.
Or a day or two later, I tell Soular I want to break up with him because he's not treating me right. I don't like it. And I'm going to go stay at Mente's because I do not like the treatment. And I'm going to figure it out at Mente's and I'm going to see what I can do to move on out of there. I wasn't going to stay at Mente's and just leech off of him. I was going to stay there until I figure out how I'm going to get back to the States. Because I am seeing now that you're not going to respect me, no matter what I do. Alright, so this part, since I'm already deep into it, I'm just going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about what happened. This part right here has been one of the most traumatic things. One of the most traumatic things that happened. He doesn't like that. I said I was going to stay at Mente's. He doesn't like that. I want to break up with him. He tries to take He tries to take the phone that he just bought me, right? And says, it's my phone. If you want to go, you ain't taking this. You ain't taking my stuff. I thought he tries to snatch my phone. I had a hot cup of noodles in my hand. It's not funny, but when I think about it, and I'm doing my best not to be traumatized by it, it's funny. It's funny because I'm proud of myself for standing up for myself, right? He tries to snatch the phone from me. I got my hot cup of noodles, and don't do that. Don't do that to me. Who do you think you are? Threw it in his face. It appalled me. It appalled me that this guy tried to take something from me when I'm paying the bill. It's underneath my name. This is my phone. Right? He gets mad, but he doesn't show he's mad. He gets mad, right? And yeah, it was some cup of noodles, bro. And what happened after that? I'm asking for my phone back. I'm yelling at this point, like, give me my phone back. This is what he don't want his wives to know. This side of him right now, this side. And I got a ring in my ear. Y'all better listen up and save yourselves while you can. All right? What he does after that, after I'm continuously asking for my phone back, because he got it at this point. He got it. It's in his pocket. Strikes me, attacks me, right? Comes after me, chokes hold me, puts me in the corner, and starts choking me. But since you want to tell the truth about me, tell the truth about you. Who are you really, Courtney? A woman beater. A woman beater. That's why I left you. That's one of the reasons why I left you. Starts choking me in the corner. At this point, I'm calming down. I'm like, oh my God, hold on. Hold the phone. I can't breathe. Let me calm down. He's about to kill me. He's like, oh, this is what you want? He goes black, of course. He doesn't know. Yeah. He goes black, of course. And then I start calming down. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Telling me you gotta go. All right, okay, I'm gonna leave. Just give me my phone. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave. Just give me my phone, please. Still in the corner. I don't want to leave without my stuff, please. I was waiting for Mente to message me back because I wasn't gonna leave and be out on the street and in the middle of Mexico when I don't even know the place. And be out there.
Putting poor Mente in the middle of this.
Any phone.
Poor Mente.
Text I can call. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave. Just let me get my stuff together. Let me get my stuff.
Old son is bad. You bad. Right. Y'all hit that like button. Welcome to everyone that's in the chat.
Let me get my stuff together. I'm not gonna leave without my stuff. Now I'm asking to get out the corner because now I'm feeling claustrophobic because
She said to get out the corner. You should have got out the corner on your own. Don't ask.
Please get away. Stop. Just get out my face. Please. I'm going to leave you alone. Please get out my face. I'm sorry. I'll get out my face.
Yeah, she threw soup on him, yeah.
Call me all types of names. And I said, at this point, I'm asking to leave. I'm asking to go, and you got me pinned in the corner. This is false imprisonment. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. So he said, what? Grabbed me and started forcing me out, picking me up, trying to throw me out the house. Since you want to
sounds like a baby nature boy. Put a Y in the chat if Soular is sounding like a baby nature boy at this point.
Since you're so hurt on why I left you, remember why. Oh, there's more. There's absolutely more. Trying to throw me out any of my stuff. And he successfully did. Locked me out with nothing. Then I said, okay. I started walking away. I started crying in the street. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to calm down and go back to the house. Decided, because the neighbor was there, to make me look like I'm the crazy one. So you know what I did? When he tried to open the window or open the door, because he wanted to make it seem like I'm the crazy one, like I'm the one that abusing him, I'm the one that's manipulating the situation. Because I'm asking the neighbor, can you please go in there? I need my phone. He has my phone. I don't have anything. He sits there, opens the door, threw a punch in his face. I'm mad. I'm mad. Because first of all, you're not giving it to me. You're saying calm down and we can try to make yourself look like a good person in front of the neighbor. Telling me to calm down and switch up your energy when people come around. But when it's just me and you, you're trying to strangle me until I can't breathe. Made me pissed off. So I thought, I'm not perfect. But I was angry. Because he was trying to frame me to be a bad person. So I threw a punch and he closed the door right back. Saying, look, she's crazy. Look. Anyway, moving forward with the story, because it gets better. He finally puts all my stuff out.
If he's doing all that, he's further letting you know that it was no love from the beginning.
I'm telling him to give me my phone, all this other stuff. Still wouldn't give him my phone because he believes it's his, because he bought it with money that wasn't his. Okay.
What, the money he took when he left Carbonation? She said we won't get into that. I know you won't.
But and it's so crazy because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't tell you guys all he did, but I'm telling you exactly what I did. I punched and I threw some noodles in his face. I'm feisty when you get me very angry.
So she was aggressive first.
I can actually control myself. I can really control myself. I'm calm, bro. Nonchalant. That's gonna piss people off even more. Right? So we was an abusive, toxic relationship that we tried to
Right, he's a whole narc.
And we tried to make it work. We really tried to make it work. Moving on to the story, right?
Yeah,
there's more to it, right? There's more. Somehow I end up inside because he opens the door. I'm calm. I say I'm gonna be calm. I'm gonna be calm. He opens the door. I go back inside. A lot happened. Honestly, a lot of it's been suppressed. But what I do honestly remember at that moment, honestly, I can remember a lot. Or I remember in that moment is that He was so upset that I said, even though I'm getting my stuff together and stuff like that, and he literally,
Blessing.
I got my stuff out, all this, and I got packing it up. He was really upset that I said I wanted to go stay with Mente. He was jealous, very jealous, very I don't know why, because honestly I do know why.
She's
because
playing
he has
mind
a history
games
of me
right
going
along
off
with
to other
Soular.
men
That's not good.
while claiming to love him and stuff like that. I do love you. I'm not claiming to love you. I do love you. I try to get over you with other men. Duh. But it didn't work. But anyway, literally was jealous. He didn't want to admit it though. After all
right,
that,
exactly.
For somehow reason, I ended up.
That's how the old saying goes, sis.
Outside of the what is it called? The house with all my stuff. At this moment, let me tell you why. I ended up all the way out the house with all my stuff and in the street without my phone that he still was hanging on to. Right? Let me tell you what happened. We calmed down and everything like that, but I told him that I'm gonna go back inside and you know, figure things out with you, talk to you, but I'm not gonna be with you. I refuse to be with you any longer.
I would have just got my stuff
This was
and left.
after all my stuff was outside. We took it back inside, right? I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm still gonna go to Mente's. He didn't like that.
Rub it in his face. That's why he went off like that. Not that he was right for putting his hands on you.
Comes out the bathroom, takes the 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗧 bottle, because this is at this point I'm cleaning up the house. Everything calmed down. I thought we had an understanding. I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be with you. I told him that many times. I don't want to be with you.
Okay.
That's it. He hears all that. Takes the 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗧 bottle. At this point, I'm cleaning up because everything calmed down. Takes the 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗧 bottle. Smashes it to the ground. Smashes it to the ground. And I'm just looking at him like, why are you doing that? I'm cleaning up after all the talk we just did together. After all that. And you really just took the 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗧 bottle and just smashed it to the ground for no reason. That's another thing I'm gonna talk about. And then he goes back into the bathroom. Let me just wrap up this story real quick because I don't feel like talking about it no more. I'm feeling up and I'm like, what is this for? Just to tell my truth, just to tell a story.
Well, he exposed you, so we knew you was gonna do this.
People to know because this is what stuff I've gone through, and they just looking at me crazy because I was going crazy in this relationship. He smashes the bottle on the ground, goes in the bathroom, says he's in, literally says, you know what? Hold on. He stays in the bathroom for a second. He comes out and says, I was gonna kill myself in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I was about to kill myself, but I realized that you and my warned me about you. He puts on toxic music, and this is, I'm just gonna tell you guys, this is the programming of the cult leader. This is the programming of the cult leader.
He sounds just like Natureboy. She right about that though.
He played toxic music, comes out demon, with a whole nother look in his eye, naked.
Exactly. She was upset about things didn't work out the way she wanted them
and
to.
And says, you ain't, you a whore. You would just want to go my bros. That's all you want to do. Going in and starts packing up a lot of my stuff. A lot of it. I didn't have all my stuff at that point. I had some of my stuff. Now he's packing up all my stuff again, because I'm literally getting everything together. I was literally getting everything together. So I was getting things together. Okay, I'm gonna go. Hold your horses. Just calm down. Now he's forcing me out again.
I wouldn't have went back in there in the first place when he was getting violent with you.
Music. Same thing the cult leader would do. The same thing. And it was a different look in his eye, though. It was a different look in his eye. He wasn't there no more. He blacked out. And that's why I say it's the entity, it's the energy within these men. Because they have the potential to control it, but they succumb to it. He starts going in on me. And I'm like, okay, he's tossing in everything in my suitcases. He's grabbing things out my suitcase. He's grabbing things away from me. Took my phone. He still has my phone. Took my phone again. This is mine. Because at one point, I remember he did give it back because he was like, he felt sorry. Then he took it back. Then he gets me in the corner and spat in my face.
Yeah. Would have been his last time doing that to me.
And then he did like he's gonna do it again. Spat in my face. At that moment, while I'm wiping the spit off my face, I said, oh no, I gotta go. And I said to him, get out my face, because he keeps pinning me in these corners. I'm like, I don't like being in corners. Please stop doing that.
Nasty. That's the most nastiest thing you can do.
Still trying to provoke me. Right? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Stop before I smack you. That's what I said. So go smack me then. Bow. Smacked him. Do it again. Do it again. Smacked him.
She's talking about Soular, sassy Soular, baby nature boy.
At this point, because he's provoking me. Spat in my face. Do it again. Smacked him again. Do it again. Yeah, I like that. Do it again. Then I realized that it was a whole demon and I stopped. I'm like, you crazy, bro. Crazy. He's still going in, mentally abusing me. Still going in. And I'm just like, oh my God. At one point, I was like, I need help. I said, oh my God, I need help. And I said it out loud.
Right, but by him spitting on her, which is the most disrespectful thing to do.
Because I'm literally like, okay, I'm going to go. Stop.
That goes to show from the gate the respect level. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't care who we are, not even Neytiri. Just goes for anybody. You get the vibes when people are not in for your best interest. And they're trying to use you for their convenience. You see it, you feel it. She knew this, and she still was trying to make it work. Even when Musa said, this ain't where it's at. And she said she was going to stick by him. Even after someone who's been around him longer said, he's disrespecting you, and you shouldn't be tolerating that.
You don't have to tell me I gotta go. I'm going to go. Courtney, you wanted the truth. This is it.
Yeah, she threw a cup of soup on him earlier.
Know, right? That's what you wanted, right? But this is not defaming your character. It's actually telling you and telling the people what you actually did, so they can really know the true you.
You ain't got no character to defame.
You kept telling me I don't know you. Get to know you. You're misunderstood. I misunderstood you the most. No, I saw you the most. and you have this whole facade going on with these other women. But they need to know too, as much as I want them to experience you in another way, I don't want them to experience you.
I know exactly, right, perfect peace.
And that's why I yelled at you on the phone.
That could have been a whole setup.
When I figured out, and when you told me you was talking to another woman within a week that we broke up.
Love, sweetie.
I yelled at you because I'm like, you're going to damage them the same way you damaged me, bro. Let's keep on going with the story, right? You want to tell the truth. This is the truth. Oh, you want help? I'm going to get you help. This is what Courtney says. He goes out to a neighbor, knocks on the neighbor's door, talks Spanish to the neighbor, telling her that I'm abusing him and she's crazy and I need to leave his home, and she's refusing to leave.
Yep, this happened throughout the relationship. They were making us think that they was getting along and in love, but that was not the case.
I didn't want to go out there.
He had exposed her and Zoki yesterday, sis, and she exposed that the relationship that they had was all a fraud. They weren't in love. They were fighting. It was real toxic. It was physical and violent. And she said, she even brought up about Sassy Soular's gatekeeper. You'll hear it. There's more to come. But she said, you want to expose me? Well, I'm going to expose the truth.
Not knowing where I was with nothing. No money, no properly functioning phone. Because the phone you said I had, and I brought from my old phone had a shattered screen. You remember this, Courtney?
Love did not win is right.
Went to the neighbor, talking shit to the neighbor. Saying, oh, look, I'm bleeding. You're bleeding on your foot because you shattered the pieces of the fucking
but he's
thing.
Trying to make it seem like you did it. That's how you know he's trying.
The bottle. You're bleeding on your foot because you stepped on the own glass that you caused. And you said it was because of me. So I went out there. I said, you speak English? She said, yes. She looked at me like I know, like she knows I'm not crazy. I was like, he's lying. But you know what? I'm going to go. So I gathered all my things, literally all my things. Went outside. They're telling me, they're saying that if I'm, they're gonna call the police. They're gonna want to call the police. He should call the police. If I'm that crazy, right? He should call the police. No, he's not gonna do that. Why? Because he's in the wrong. So. And also, oh yeah, I got a ring in my ear. Hold on. Also, he was not only in the wrong, I was in the wrong too, because I could have controlled myself way better. Way better. Honestly, I could have. So, I started to control myself. I left. Took my stuff out the door. He's helping drag him down. Now, I'm in the street now, in the front of the fucking house, trying to find this other phone that I don't know where it is because it's packed. He's not giving me the other phone. And all I know is he gets on the phone with Mente. He calls Mente because I didn't have anywhere to go. Mente is the only person I knew out there. Mente gets on the phone with Soular, Courtney. Courtney says, yo, have you been talking to Lotus? You say, I mean, yeah, she's messaged me. Yeah, she's talked to me. Is it, this is his jealousy. Is it way more than I need to know, bro? Like, is it way more that I need to know, bro? He was like, no, not really. I honestly, I don't. He said, this is what Jacob says. No, not really. I honestly don't, don't even read her messages like that. Pay attention to her like that. He's like, okay, well, oh, I missed the whole part. This is how I know I suppressed trauma in my mind. Oh, wow, this is the most brutal part. And I always do this. Whenever when I told Jenae about it, this is what happened last time too. I suppressed it. the reason why he said this to Jacob. He says, well, you know, she says she wants to come over your house. You know, she says she's leaving me and she wants to come over your house. And, you know, she says she wants. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, she crazy. And I started to cry in that moment, and I tell him he's sick. And this is why he said that, right? During the whole toxic me packing up my stuff and trying to find, and I'm literally putting a SIM card in my other phone because he has my phone that I had. So I put the SIM card in the smashed up phone, praying it works, right? The whole time he's saying, you're going to go to Mente's house and you're going to suck and you're going to because that's a little whore that you are. You're a hoe. You're a whore. You're a whore. You're a whore. You're a whore. I heard whore so many times, and it hurt. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. That's not who I am. I kept trying to reassure him that's not who I am. I'm not doing that. And he's doing that to hurt me because a lot of people online thinks that that's who I am. And I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna go over Mente's house. All this other stuff. No. And I kept trying to tell him that stop. It's not like that. We're just friends. I just want somewhere to go. Literally thinking I'm just going to be there for a few days and come right back to Courtney. That's what I thought I was going to do. But Courtney just took it all the way left, right? Like he always does. So what happened after that, I stopped telling him, no, I'm not going to do that. I said, and what if I do? Maybe I will go ahead. Since you think that I'm going to do that. I started playing into his little game. I started playing into it. I was like, okay.
You can get hurt playing into somebody's little game.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do because that's all you do. And I'm like, yep, I'm gonna go. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And he's like, oh yeah, and he's gonna come in there. And that's why you have. He's gonna come, and that's why that's my cum in your mouth. And I'm like, yep, and all. And then I did this to him. I'm playing into it because at this point, I'm tired of just telling you I'm not that person. You want me to play into your little sick game. I started playing into it. I went into my demon. After that, smacks me across my face. Bow! Knocks me to the ground, bro. Knocks me straight to the ground. And says, all right, you want to die? Let's die. But I'm the vampire. I'm the peasant, Courtney. I was about to die. He comes up to me and starts putting me in a chokehold. The whole lock like this. I'm fighting for my life at this point. At first, it was a little bit of rustling. Then it's like this. I'm saying, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean, bro. I didn't really mean it. You just kept. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go say, Bow. You wanna die? Let's die. Chokes holds me. I couldn't breathe, bro. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna die in that moment. I started to cry so hard. And he kisses me on my forehead and says, kiss of death. Scared the out of me, bro. And I never wanted to tell anybody about that. Because I was trying to protect him. I tried to protect you for a very long time, bro. But since I'm like this whole demon that you made up in your mind because you're listening to the demons or demon, that Erica chick that you want to talk to all the time. You want to talk to her and she's telling you this and that about me and hyping you up in this whole nother way. Have fun with a Leo, bro. Because you are a Leo 2.0. Have fun. Have fun. And I hope that they know this about you so they don't get in the same that I got into with you. False hopes and dreams. All this, oh, I'm gonna be rich, oh, I'm this and that. And then all of a sudden get to start living with you and see that you're psycho. And I was psycho with you. Being with you. But we telling the truth around here, right? Right, Courtney? We're telling the truth, right? So after that, he saw the damage he was doing onto me. There's so many other stories. I don't really have to go into it, bro. I really don't. Because it's not even, this is the energy. I want to be like Aaron about this. You know what I'm saying? I want to expose the energy because I've dealt with this energy so many times in my life. I want to talk about the energy about it. Because a lot of people have gone through this. Malia has gone through this. Tanisha. Portia. Kayla. Jayon. And I'm going to get to Jayon in a second. Since you want to tell the truth, right? So after he saw it was damaging me, and I was crying and busting out, crying and shivering, and like shivering, shaking, because I'm just like, yo, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. He kissed my forehead and says, kiss of death, bruh. Bruh. Oh, God, okay. Ooh. Thinking about it makes me shiver, bruh. Scared me. I was shivering, bruh. And then, it's not real. It was real, but it's not happening anymore. It's not happening anymore. It's done. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay.
Dramatic.
He picks me up, like a baby, as I'm crying. Ooh. And brings me to the bed and puts me on the bed and try to show me to calm down. He's not gonna do it.
Which was all game, because then he went back into a rage again.
So he snaps back and out and in when he blacks. When he blacks out. All you have to do, if you ever decide, Courtney, all you have to do is show that you're a little girl again. Don't get all like.
She admits to that, so she knows what she needs to do in order to be in the good graces of Soular. So why don't you know what to do to remove yourself? Why did it take to this point where yesterday he exposes and puts you and Zoka under the bus, threw you under the bus? Now you want to sit up here and tell us all of what we already knew. And you've been protecting this man all this time, thinking that while you're protecting him, he was going to change. Come on now.
Strong woman on him. Just show that you're a little girl again. Show that you're actually crying. And he snaps back into daddy mode. He's like, oh, wait.
Daddy mode, please.
Oh, my God. Let me stop. And,
he ain't nobody's daddy.
Actually tend to her. Look, I'm not going to kill you. You don't have to cry.
Man, it lost his mind.
He wasn't drunk. So...
No, he's not. He wasn't drunk. He's just crazy.
Long story short, that's why he tells Mente, I want to say, which was never the case. So when Mente heard that and Mente heard me going at him like, you're so sick, why would you say that to him? Mente hangs up the phone. Because he decides
both
that
y'all are crazy.
Toxic and he doesn't want anything to do with it. So I'm left there. With no refuge to go anywhere else but to be there.
She might put charges on him.
Right. Okay, I got you. So I decide to, because he starts crying, you know, after a while. He gets to the curb and he sits down and he's saying he's sorry. He starts crying at one point, you know, he's, you know, saying that, you know, all this other stuff. So I decided to go, that's when I decided to go in and try to work it out, and it didn't work out, and then he did all that, and then, okay, that's what happened. Yep. So at the end of the day, we tried to work it out, you know, because I thought if love wins, there should be a moment where we show both of our toxic side, not just his, but mine as well. My inability to take control of my
Soular's in Mexico, and I think she's in Atlanta, Georgia now, back with her
really
family.
Mend and heal, and, you know, actually walk out when I needed to, but honestly just be a bigger person in certain situations.
Some of it I think happened in Mexico.
If we can get over that,
but also it just happened the whole duration of the relationship prior to him going to Mexico.
Where there was hands placed on me, and I had to defend myself. Period. After that moment, I had to catch myself.
You better hope it happened in Mexico, because if she gets in her head, she can press charges if it happened on U.S. soil.
I swear I would swing. I swear I'll be like, but I had to catch myself. I said, ooh, the fuck stop. But there has been other moments where he struck me. He struck me in the back of the head one time, got me back into a chokehold again. This time, spat in my face again, but this time had me on the floor while choking me, and let the spit drip out of his mouth slow until it hit my.
That's the nastiest thing, man.
So he spat in my face twice, choked me out many times. What else? I think like twice or 3 times. Yeah, choked me. Yeah, hit me, mentally abused me, made fun of my traumas. I would talk to him about what, you know, other men has did in my life, and he would make fun of it. He was very narcissistic when it came down to when he talked to me. How he talked to me was just horrible. He didn't respect me at all, especially when it came down to when he's talking to his homeboys and everything like that. He got so upset at one point because I literally told him one time that I didn't like him texting Velvet, and I'm not gonna say her. I'm just gonna leave this alone because I don't want to bring her in any of this. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Now she putting Velvet into it. You need to blame him for texting Velvet at 3 a.m.
One time he tried to text her at 3 in the rising. Of course she doesn't respond or anything like that, and I'm like, I don't really like that. That kind of triggers me, and it had to do, I guess it had to do with an insecurity in me, an insecurity. But I don't want you. Why are you texting women at 3 o'clock in the rising? Oh, that's my sister, that's my mom. And that's another program that the cult leader placed in the men about Velvet, is that this woman,
that's what makes him another baby Natureboy. Because why are you still referring to what Natureboy used to try to put in y'all's head? Velvet is not your sister or like your mom. You're saying this, Soular, because you were still programmed to Natureboy's shenanigans. You want to be Natureboy. You're, in fact, a baby Natureboy, Soular.
So that's exactly how he saw her, right? But I said to myself that I felt like you probably have feelings for her, because I feel something deeper than what you're saying. You know, there was one time we was all on the phone, and he was literally saying, oh yeah, I remember I bought you this, and I remember I bought you that. Yeah. And I'm just like, what's wrong with you? But hey, it was my insecurity, right? Oh, it was just the respect of not texting another woman at 3 o'clock in the rising, but you chose to text whoever at whatever time you want to do, right? This is where he really turns up on me one time again. Calls me an insecure. Starts throwing stuff. Starts throwing the new equipment that we bought to do our Love Lotus YouTube page. Ring light. Tripod. Literally breaks it in half, tosses it, all this other stuff, saying, I need my friends. I need to have my friends.
Whatever.
Okay, you can have your friends. Just put a boundary up with the women. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Can you put a boundary up with the women? No, you can't, because you even allow someone to sabotage our relationship, and you're still talking to her, and she's calling you babe, and now you're in a relationship with her, and she's a wife.
So that goes to show he's an opportunist. He moved
because
on
you're literally
that
sabotaging.
quickly. That's what
And
people do when they ain't got nothing. They try to leech on to somebody else so that they can take
things
care
like
of them.
this to happen. You play with temptation, and that's the thing with the ones within the cult. In the cult,
he's
the people
displaying
the cult,
he's not a man.
He had a problem with playing with temptation.
He's a boy. I don't care how old he is.
So, no, she don't want him. No, not at all. But I was trying to tell him that I think that you have deeper feeling for her. That's why I said. And I'm trying to get over this insecurity. And I'm talking to you about it. I want to talk to you about it because literally I was going to go to sleep angry at you. And just so you know, I don't want to be angry at you. And I literally told him like that. I don't want to be angry at you, but this is how I feel. Then I start calming myself down. I'm like, okay, look, I'm trying to talk to you about it. I don't want to start anything. He starts getting angry and triggered and all this other stuff. And I'm a toxic bitch. I go into the bathroom, lock myself in the bathroom. He's tossing things at the bathroom door. Calling me a toxic. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I just tried to talk to you about something. That's all. We could have just talked about it and just let it go. Here's my thing about this entity, right? Because this entity tries to manipulate the masses and manipulate the public to make someone seem, especially a powerful, right? And relate, if you can, to the cult leader and Courtney, because the similarities are uncanny. It's uncanny at this point. They try to manipulate the people and the masses that this person is just toxic, they're abusive, they're mentally ill, but they're just talking about themselves. You're just talking about yourself, bro. And that's why I just said to myself, when I heard that you was talking about me, I'm not going to do nothing about it. I'm not going to say nothing about it. I'm like, okay. It don't faze me none. I got to my peace. I literally found peace. I literally let him go. And I literally found peace in letting him go. And I found peace within myself and understanding that regardless of the circumstances, I'm going to be okay. Regardless of circumstances, he wants to do what he wants to do. Let him be in love. Let him go off and have whatever he wants to have. Let him do that. I don't control his life. But here's the thing. I realized, because someone had to help me to realize that this has to stop. This energy, this thing hopping within these men and women has to stop somewhere. And it only stops by exposing the truth. And I know I'm gonna be protected regardless of what's going on, because I chose to speak the truth, Courtney. You're lying on me. You're lying on me, Courtney. Why? I tried to call you before this live just so we can mend it in private, but since you always want to ignore my calls and make it seem like I'm the leech and I'm trying to, no, I'm not fazed by you, bro, because I really see my worth. I really see my worth. I really do. And I pray them women, the so-called rich, I pray she sees her worth so she doesn't have to deal with what's going on with you, so you can deal with yourself and heal, so you can properly be the man you can be for the women that you want. You want multiple women? It could be possible. It could be possible. Go ahead, have that if you want, but it doesn't mean you need to validate yourself through that. Does they know that those women know you like men, right? Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure, because you're telling people that you're pansexual. That means the gender doesn't matter. So that means you can go with a man. Did they accept that about you? Okay, cool. They accept this part though. Did they accept what I'm saying though? Because I have no reason to lie on you. I don't want to lie on you. I saw somebody last night having a live, and those stories, I was just like, yo, the first thing I thought about is I don't want no one lying on him. If he is going to be exposed, he's going to be exposed for the truth. And that's the fact, because it's the truth itself. And y'all don't even know the half of the truth yet. I just scratched the surface. This energy loves to love bomb and manipulate and ease your way into people's life and try to take control. I had to understand and realize within myself that I couldn't even do that to him. I don't want to do that to him. That's why I try to remove myself a lot of times. I don't want to sit there and love him conditionally. Hey, I'm going to love you so much, but hey, can you just give me respect though? Can you just stop talking to women like that? Not stop talking to women, because you're going to talk to women. Women is in your chart. You says that. Okay, cool. I understand that. But can you like put a boundary up at least? Let them know that you have a girlfriend or a wife, that you like to call me a wife. Oh, we didn't even get into Jayon. We're going to get into Jayon. At least you have a person you call your wife, and she doesn't like that, and you said that if you want to do polygamy, we got to do it right. That means they have to come through me, not you. Can we just respect that boundary? Because that was the boundary that we placed up in the first place. Meaning we, because you agreed to it. And you don't want to live by those boundaries. You want to have your cake and eat it too, which I didn't like. So I left. Literally. And you're sitting here telling people about me, but not telling people about you. You're telling people that I'm a witch. You're telling people that I'm this and that. You're telling people that I'm a leech, I'm a peasant and beneath you, but who glowed you and loved you back to life when you had nothing? Nothing! I was sending you money. And I'm pretty sure they're sending you money too. I loved you back to life, bro. Not even thank you, bro. She was a leech. I was glowing by myself, bro. I did not need you. You needed me. I did not need you. I had my family. And here's the thing. You want to talk spiritual talk? You want to talk spiritual talk, Courtney? And this is just real. You want to talk spiritual talk? Because here's the thing. Kendra can go in on the cult leader and really tell some truth and really be genuine and real about it. I'm going to do the same thing and go. You carrying the same damn energy. You want to talk spiritual talk, bro? Every single member of the cult that left, who was really doing the work, mended and healed the wounds within their family. They connected with their family. Have you even told your mom what's going on? Do you even talk to your mom like that? Do you even talk to your sister like that? Your cousin, your brother, whatever. You don't even have a brother. Your father. I at least tried to talk to my father. I at least tried. They didn't want anything to do with me. Have you done the work? No. But you want to live by yourself. You think that you're exempt from the work. You're not. You're not. So get to it. And stop posing and faking and frauding online like you're something that you're not. Because we see you. I've been seeing you. And I ignored it, bro. I said, look, he has potential, bro. I said he's a genius. I built you up more than you ever, bro. I built you up. I built you up. With love, you had genuine true love in your face and didn't know what to do with it. Because you couldn't even love yourself. Love yourself first before you try to love these women, bro. Talking about we're in love, it's gonna align. You said the same thing with me and Jayon. You brought so many people to hold, and don't take responsibility for the part that you play and you hold for bringing these women in the cult and damaging them. Disowning them. We're gonna go to Jenae. And I'm so happy she left and she's wherever she is. Oh, thank you so much for the $100. What? It literally. I don't even have to do anything. The universe blesses me for telling the truth, being real, and exposing it.
Well, you had to expose him because he threw you and Zoka underneath the bus.
I appreciate
Oh, that was going to happen either way.
Jam. Now, this is a thing where I feel like I thought to myself, I owe this woman an apology at one point. And that's real. Regardless of our relationship, this woman has tried to warn me in her own little subconscious ways. And I'm sorry for not trusting in you, not believing in you, and trying to come in between something. Actually, you know what? I really did try to like stop.
This is a pattern with her, so
because I saw it as toxic.
This ain't no surprise that she's exposing Soular now.
At the same time, I get into it and it's still toxic.
Even if he did throw her underneath the bus yesterday.
You deserve some flowers. Because, and I'm going to give you those flowers. Because in some points, no one knows you actually tried to warn me.
Some flowers? Why can't she get roses?
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm so sorry you had to go through the that Courtney put you through. Because I now understand. You don't need him. You don't need him. He's sitting here talking trash about me and talking trash about you. Go ahead and stay strong and keep him in the background where he needs to be until he understands the worth of a goddess. Jenae has put her hands on me, and I forgive her for that. Because
she's on everything. Zoka put her hands on her.
I did my deed of coming in the relationship, thinking that it was okay. He's telling me, oh, it's okay. She's okay with it. Don't worry.
Lying.
We're polygamous. She wants it. Not knowing, me being naive, not knowing that it's not right if the woman don't connect first. The women have to connect first. So I apologize for that.
I knew she didn't want Zoka in the picture. I knew that was going to mess them up.
It has to be a sisterhood
in the long
bond.
run.
Jenae didn't want it. She never wanted it. But I believed in me and Soular's love so much. Me and Soular's love so much. We've been talking for years, on and off, in the inbox, romancing each other. It's okay. She's okay with it. She never was okay with it. And you fucking took advantage of that. Just like you took advantage of me. Jenae got fucked up not by the cult leader, but also by Courtney. Courtney put his hands on her many times. I remember this one time I went downstairs one of the times I was gonna leave the cult, right? And I went downstairs to the commoners. They would call them the commoners, and I heard Jenae calling for Courtney, and Courtney was like, "What? I'm trying to sleep."
She's telling it all. She's telling
at that moment.
All,
I'd never heard Courtney get like that before. So I'm just like, what the fuck? I should have known then that Courtney wasn't who he said
you
he was.
did know. You just ignored it, thinking it won't happen to you. That's what it was.
What he portrayed himself to be. And you know what? Here's the thing. To the women that want to fuck with him, by all means, if you feel as if it's alignment and you need to grow somewhere or learn something, go right ahead. But do so with caution, because he definitely doesn't have any healing bone in his body right now. It's not healed at all. He thinks as he's healing, he's growing. He just got more calm. He thinks he's healing and he's growing, but no, he's literally just if he was able to do that video about me and Jayon and like that, there's no growth. There's no growth. There's no healing there.
I agree.
Jayon got hit, smacked up by Courtney. Not just hit, but also emotionally abused, emotionally manipulated, and also mentally abused. Like he told y'all, he smacked her into believing that the cult leader was better than him. Smacked her into believing that. And you need to take responsibility for that, Courtney. You need to take responsibility for what happened to the baby and stop pointing the finger. And I wonder if you ever really care about children, bro. I really wonder if you care about children and the women that has your children, bro. I really wonder, Courtney. You were hurt. You was hurt. You was hurt that I blocked you. You're saying that I fell off. You made me fall off. No, I took back my energy, bro, and you didn't like that. Got this other woman all up in your ear, da-da-da-da. She don't even know me from a can of paint. And you told her that. You had to let her know. You don't know her. You remember? What triggered this? This got triggered by, because at first when I heard that he was doing this, I was like, okay, whatever. This got triggered by understanding that the energy is consistent, is in the community, and this needs to be exposed so no one else gets hurt. And so also they can take accountability. The people with this energy can take accountability and really take the time to heal themselves, because I honestly believe, me personally honestly believe, that these people who has and hold this energy can heal. And
I really wish they would stop trying to call themselves
really
healers
good in the world,
or people
like
giving advice, and they need to heal themselves. They do the work first.
This is what triggered it. That's what triggered it. And me taking accountability as well, because I can put the blame on him and tell y'all all what he did and all this other, but me just telling you the truth. But I have to tell you guys, I put myself through it. I did. I put myself into that situation. So that means that I also have to do work. Self-love, self-growth, self-worth, childhood trauma, my dad, my mom, generational curse breaking. I have to do work too. And this is actually what the cult wanted to show y'all, is understanding to grow from it, not just staying stuck in it. I see him spiraling in a way that I don't want to see him spiral. And I hope that this video right there here wakes him up. Wakes him up to see that he needs to take responsibility and accountability for what he has done. And this energy that he's holding is not of him. It's programmed in him from childhood trauma, from lack of self-love, from all this other stuff.
And so for you
I want
too,
him to understand it so he can overcome it.
Childhood trauma.
I believe in him, even though he made me sick to my stomach. But everything he's done, I still believe he can conquer it. That's why. This is what triggered that, if you really want to know. And that's the genuine, honest truth, bro. And I also, another thing, I actually just wanted to tell the truth and tell my story. Because he literally wanted to paint me to be this grandioso witch, vampire girl. Be careful of her. She was stealing from me. All of a sudden, I never was, bro. I never took anything from you, bro. You didn't even give me anything. You didn't give me nothing. I literally had to Courtney, I had to set myself down because people had to ask me, what did he ever give you? And I literally was like, dumbfounded that I couldn't
Right.
think
They
about
preach
a
it, but don't
single
follow by it.
thing. Good at least. But I know I can think about a lot of things I've given you. But you know what? Maybe you have. You've given me a new perspective. And you really showed me not to be so naive, bruh. Talking about she's a whore, her womb is tainted. Her womb was what? Her womb was what, Courtney? Her womb was what? Her womb was what, Courtney?
Uh-oh, she gonna tell it.
All right, let's just remember who, right? Let's remember who's who. So who really got the faulty? You want to talk? You want to do that? I can expose that too. But what good would that be, right? Just to expose, yeah, Courtney, unless you want something too. So, I mean, yeah, you think he got the good D, he got the fishy D. You want me to do that?
No, she didn't.
What you think? Why you think this was happening, huh? Why you think that was happening? Men can't be carriers, huh? I digress. But anyway, like literally, I just want this to be exposed because it's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing as the cult leaders. The same thing. It's the same energy. Needs to be dispatched, disowned. That's it. That's it, bro. And I'm gonna stand in my strength and show how strong I really truly am. I'm not gonna keep muting my own energy. I'm not gonna keep muting my own voice just to protect y'all, because y'all don't if I'm protected. Y'all don't give a about that. You don't if I'm protected, do you? But guess what? I'm so glad I have ancestors stronger than you, more powerful than you, that I can call upon, because I actually connect to them. But you spiritual though, right? All right. Go ahead and be spiritual. Go ahead, give them STDs. Go ahead and love them until they can't love themselves, right? Go ahead. Go right ahead, bro. I hope Jayon is getting the healing that she needs. And she doesn't think about calling you ever again. And I pray I stay strong in my strength.
Throwing them underneath the bus.
And really do the work. And I'm gonna pray that you know who I am starting from this day forth. That you don't get to call upon my name and disrespect it. You don't. Especially after everything I've done for you, bro. After everything I've done for you. Everything. You wouldn't be in Mexico if it wasn't for me. You don't have no bank account. You have no bank account. I left. One of the reasons why I went, because you was out there being
accountability, sis. Accountability.
Games and all this other stuff, which I let you do because I love seeing you play video games. I love seeing you be yourself. I'm a anime head too. Yeah, I love seeing that. But I let you do your own thing. But it gets to a problem where
she said the fishy D,
and you're lazy. Like, I don't want to work. I don't want to do nothing. And another thing, right? All right, I'm gonna start reading the comments because now I have to remember what he says. I'm starting to remember what my homegirl had told me he said, right? He said, I don't care about the people. Why are you free right now? Why are you free to do everything you want to do right now?
None of y'all care about the people.
He says that everything is fake. All that is fake. It's not. I actually care about my people. And you were one of them. I actually care about y'all. And that's real. I have a heart chakra I can tap into. Yours is blocked and closed,
Yep,
and you think
revenge.
you're experiencing love. But what you're doing is experiencing your ego, your attachments, your lower self, thinking that, oh, I can just not do the work but attract these amazing things. No, bro. And if you actually are doing some type of work, kudos to you, bro. But don't sit here and come after me. And it's not a tit for tat thing. After this, I'm done talking about it. After this, I'm closing the gate, the portal. You don't get to come into my life up anymore. And I'm not going to allow you to, because you were the leech. And you're reaching out for these women, for their money.
Reaching out for you too.
For their looks, for what they can provide for you, because that's all you do is leech off of people for what they can provide for you. But all I ever wanted you to do was love me, because I loved you deeper than you could ever feel. Grows within me, and you remember that. Love.
Uh-oh.
That love grows within me. And you remember that. You remember that. I'm at the point